guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my sick day routine. So it's perfectly fitting because I'm super sick right now. I've got a terrible cold that's just knocking me down. You can tell I'm not feeling good. I look really pale, my voice is crazy. So I thought this would be perfect to just show you guys some of the things that I do when I'm not feeling good to kind of help myself get better. The first thing that I do is I always take a shower. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm sick, I just feel gross. And especially when you're like resting throughout the day and if you're sweating or whatever, when you're sick, you just feel kind of gross. So I always like to take a super hot shower, get the steam going so you can breathe that in. Super soothing and relaxing and kind of just refreshes you and relaxes you. Something that I do while I'm in the shower is I use some eucalyptus essential oil. Ben's mom gave me like in a separate little container, that's why it doesn't have a label. But I like to pour some of this in the shower, and then you have that steam and that water going. You can breathe in the eucalyptus and just kind of help the congestion, and it's really relaxing. So that's the first thing I do, and I recommend that, just getting your body clean and fresh. So the next thing that I do is I like to brush my teeth, and that sounds like dumb, but I just feel like when you're sick everything feels kind of gross. So just getting that freshness, and I like to use this one. This is from Young Living, and it's Thieves, and it's an essential oil with peppermint and spearmint. It's all natural and it just makes me feel nice and fresh. Next thing that I do is I blow dry my hair because I don't want to sit around with wet hair. When you're sick, you do not want to have anything wet, cold, whatever. So I blow dry my hair and already I feel so much cleaner and fresher. After that, I'm normally super dry when I don't feel good, when I have a cold. So I like to moisturize my entire body. This is the Raw Sugar body lotion, and I just moisturize everywhere to kind of make myself feel as comfortable as possible. I don't know what it is, but my skin tends to get very dry when I'm sick. So this is a good step that I like to do. Next thing I do is I do my skincare. I take care of my skin. So I'm gonna go in with my toner. Oh, my voice is so crazy. This is gonna be a rough one. I just pat that toner in. Then I'm gonna go in with my Honest Beauty vitamin C serum. Put this down my neck, and I like to just do my skincare because it feels just nice and soothing. The next thing I like to do is go in with this facial oil just to kind of add that moisture back into my skin when it's super dry. I just kind of pat this on, get nice and hydrated. I put it on my hands, just getting nice and moisturized. Last couple steps for skincare that I like to do is I like to use my Depuff eye gel from Honest. Keep this in the fridge so it's really cold, and it has this applicator, and if you just take a little product, that's enough for both eyes, honestly. You just tap this and lightly rub it in under your eyes and up on your brow bone. It's so cool. Oops, got some in my hair. It's so cooling and depuffing, and this just feels so nice when you're sick, just to have like something cool on your under eyes. It feels so nice in my opinion. So I highly recommend keep your eye products like this in the fridge because it really just helps with depuffing, and it's just really nice and refreshing. Go in with some lip balm. So this is the Raw Sugar lip balm. I love this brand. I use so many of their products, and just go in with some chapstick so that you are not dried out. So that's all I do for skincare and stuff like that. So now we can move on to some of the other things I do. So I'm gonna head out of the bathroom since we're done with skincare, and I will show you the rest of the stuff. Okay, so the next thing I like to do is I like to diffuse some essential oils. They're just good to breathe in, and just breathe in that good purifying oil. And so a few that I like to personally diffuse when I'm feeling sick is Thieves is my very favorite to diffuse, as well as Purification. I also like to diffuse Raven. This This one has a lot of good elements to breathe in, and it just smells really good. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just going to pop those in my little diffuser and start having that go up into the air and help me breathe that in. I think essential oils are just so powerful and helpful, and they also are just soothing. So I went ahead and put a couple drops of each of those. I'm gonna start the diffuser and be able to already smell that, and it's amazing. I love the way those smell, and it's just so good to diffuse oils like that. So the next thing that I do is I actually take thieves and I put it at the bottom of my feet. And that sounds so weird, I know, but the fastest way for oils to get into your system is through the bottom of your feet. And thieves is super helpful for healing and fighting off germs. So I just take like a little drop and rub it. You can't see, but I rub it on the bottom of my feet and just let that soak into my system. I also mix oils with a carrier oil. So I have a vitamin E blend oil. You can use coconut oil, anything, and you can mix them together and like rub them on your chest. So you could do eucalyptus, peppermint, RC is one from Young Living that's really good for like breathing, all sorts of stuff. So you can do that as well. The next thing that I like to do is I also like to use this Thieves spray and just spray it in the air a little bit around kind of like my area and just kind of soak in that smell. It smells so good. If you guys can't tell, I'm like obsessed with essential oils, especially Thieves when you're sick. Another thing that you will notice that I have already done is I got into cozy clothes. I have sweatpants and a sweatshirt on. I feel like when I'm sick, I just want to be as comfortable as possible. I just want to feel as good as I possibly can. So getting into some comfy clothes, like showering, taking all your makeup off, getting moisturized and clean, and then putting those oils on and diffusing some oils, making the room smell nice around you is just so great to kind of set a cozy atmosphere. Then I like to start drinking lots of fluids, eating really good nutrient dense foods, and just start pumping my body with good things. So something that I always do is I drink an immunity shot. I've shown these on my channel multiple times, but this just has a very potent concentrated amount of turmeric, ginger, I'm sorry, my voice sounds so crazy, but turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper, things like that, echinacea, and it's just really good for when you're sick. So I like to drink this just because it pumps your body really quick with a lot of nutrients. I also like to just sip on this drink. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's not a concentrated shot, it's just a drink. It has the same stuff, but it's more of like a juice because it's not gonna like be so spicy. So I like to sip on this throughout the day as well, just continuing to fill your body with good nutrients and good ingredients that are gonna fight off your sickness. And it's just soothing, and sometimes you just don't want to drink more water, you know, so having something a little bit different that kind of tastes juice and tasty is nice. Another thing that I always do is I do keep a big cup of ice water with lemon in it just to sip on all day. I highly recommend getting a cup like this because I feel like it encourages you to drink more water because it's a straw, it's really easy. But I think just constantly having water near you is so important, and put things in it that'll make you want to drink it. I like to put lemon because it's a detox, it's good for when you're sick, and just constantly having different liquids is so important when you're sick, and that's just what I do all the time, is just drink a multitude of different liquids. So then the next thing that I like to do is also drink different types of teas. So this is one tea that I really like. It's from Tea Well, and this is a turmeric spice. It's an organic tea. It has antioxidant support with green rooibos, I don't really know how to say that one, immune support with elderberry, digestion help with dandelion root, and mental mental vitality with Pan-X ginseng. Caffeine-free turmeric is so good when you're sick. It's just one of those powerful ingredients like ginger, and Fun fact, black pepper helps activate it, so you can pair those together. But sipping on some of this, and what I will also do is I'll take some just pure honey and I will put it in there as well. I actually don't love the taste of honey, but it coats your throat when it hurts, and it also has good ingredients for when you're sick. So lots of fluids, lots of teas, and honey and lemon is so great using those really, really good ingredients. Now, this tea is my staple. You guys have heard me talk about this all the time, and that's ginger tea. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I make it because I love it, and it is my go-to defense against colds, and when I'm getting one, when I'm sick, I always make this. So I have this case of organic ginger. I'm just gonna pull mine from here. You can get it in singles, you can get it all sorts of places. So basically what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take a chunk of ginger. You don't need a ton if it's just for you. And then you're gonna need a grater. And while I grate my ginger, I let my water boil. So I'm gonna just fill up a little pot with enough water for 1 cup for me. So you need to bring that to a boil. So I like to get that going while I'm grating the ginger. So I'm actually going to shift my camera so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. What to do is you just take your grater and carefully start grating it. I do it on a napkin. It's not very professional. It's just, oh, this smells so good, the thieves, but I don't want to bump that. And just start grating it. And the more ginger you use, the spicier it'll be. Ginger is very spicy, so make sure that you are careful because I've accidentally made way too much ginger and then it like actually hurts to swallow it because it's so spicy. So be careful, but when I'm sick, I do tend to make a little bit more than I would when I'm just making it because I feel like drinking it. The thing about ginger too, when you're making this, you do have to grate it. You can't just like cut it or just stick your piece of ginger in the pot. You have to break it up by grating it because otherwise you can't actually get the nutrients like out of the root and into your tea. While I am waiting for the water to boil, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze my lemon into my mug. So I use between half and a full lemon. Just depends what you like, how much you want in there, but today I'm gonna use a whole lemon. I'm just gonna get my lemon squeezer and just squeeze 1 whole lemon. This recipe is so easy to make. So basically what I'm gonna do is once the water is boiling, I'm just gonna put this ground ginger in the pot. We're gonna let it boil for 2 minutes covered, and then basically we're just gonna turn off the stove and let it sit for 7 minutes. Just going to run the ginger water through a strainer into our lemon, and that's it. That's all you do, but it is so powerful for healing. It feels just like really comforting and warm on your throat. So this is a staple when I'm sick. I always do this. Something I do then for what I'm gonna eat, normally when I am sick, I don't have a huge appetite and I just really want soup. That's just tends to be what I want. And so I like to make butternut squash soup. I have told you guys about this on my channel before. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my butternut squash, cut this in half, and I'm gonna cook it for like 45 to 50 minutes. And then I'm basically going to put it in a pot. This and coconut milk, vegetable broth, cayenne pepper, garlic, onions, cinnamon, and ginger. I think that's all the ingredients. And you kind of just let that simmer for a while, and then you use an immersion blender to blend it all up. And then I top it with cayenne pepper and pumpkin seeds. And that is what my dinner will be. I really love making this because it has garlic and cayenne pepper and ginger, and those are all really good for when you're sick. Another thing that I do when I'm sick is I take tons of vitamin C, garlic, like Literally, basically, it's just you want to pamper your body, make it feel comfortable, and just pump it with good things. So, you guys, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wait until my tea is done. I'm going to strain it into my cup, drink my ginger tea, sip on my water, and relax. A huge thing when you're sick is letting your body relax. I think it's so easy to want to keep going with your routine, like working out, like making sure you're getting your workout in, cleaning the house, like all these different tasks that you always do. But really giving your body a chance to just rest is so important. So after this, I am just gonna go lay in bed, watch a show, take a nap, like really rest and fill your body with what it needs. And that is what I do for my sick day routine. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys do when you're sick. I would love to know other things to incorporate into my routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.